So we're continuing our focus on bullying at school. It's been brought back into sharp focus following the death of Lufuno Mavongo, who apparently took her life after being assaulted at school. We continue to look at the role of parents, teachers and society in dealing with this. Our reporter Silindelo Masikane and Abasutu Hijana are visiting schools in Johannesburg and Cape Town. They join us now. Slee, let me start off with you. You are at Parktown Boys School. What is the latest when it comes to bullying incidents in some of the schools in Gauteng?
Well, what we know, Jane, from a statement that's been released by the Gauteng Department of Education is that the department is noting a spike in these violent incidents between learners that are also being recorded and cell phone footage then being distributed and going viral on social media. A statement was released yesterday, and I am, like you said, outside Parktown Boys, where just last week, in fact, another incident between two boys had gone viral, where we had a violent incident between them, and they were seen, one was seen assaulting another boy. In the statement from the GDE, we also know that there was an incident just yesterday, Jane, where a grade 11 boy learner from eNCA Comprehensive allegedly stabbed a grade 12 boy learner from Dwaleni Secondary School in Orlando West. At this stage, the reasons for this violent act are still unknown, and that psychosocial support has been sent to the schools for the learners. This incident now follows another incident where two grade 12 learners were engaged in a violent act at the school toilets at Dinwoody High School in Germiston. And then in another incident, Jane, we know that there was a group of learners at Litsibogo Secondary School in Midlands where a fight was captured between two learners. So you can imagine that the Gauteng Department of Education is seemingly really just worried about the rise or spike in some of these incidents.
And so they should be. It's absolutely petrifying. Now, I believe you spoke to somebody who has overcome bullying. What did they have to say?
I mean, we know that even despite the fact that one goes through bullying and can survive it, that the trauma that comes with it is sometimes lifelong. So I've had an opportunity to speak to several people who've survived bullying incidents. Let's just take a listen to what one of them had to say to me.
Hi there, I'm Carmen Ramsey, and I am a warrior. I am a survivor because I too was once a victim of bullying. In primary school, I was unfortunately dealing with severe depression, and my outlet was self-harm. I was considered to be crazy, considered to be practicing the work of Satan, and unfortunately that didn't make the suicidal ideas or feelings go away. It just made them worse, and I didn't have anyone to support me. Not even my own mother knew how to support me. So I had to deal with it on my own. I had to look at the problem straight in the face, straight in the eye, and I had to be grateful. I had to list the things that I'm grateful for, and I had to understand that I'm here for a reason. And I had to try every single thing that I could in order to stay alive, to feel alive. And I went to church. I prayed. And I prayed for a change. I prayed for a miracle. And I acted on it too. So if you are going through bullying, please seek help. Do not stay in silence.
It's always so important, isn't it, Slee? Don't be silent about this. And we don't often hear from perpetrators, but you had a chance to speak to one of them. What did they have to say?
Certainly. I mean, I had an opportunity to speak to someone who actually recognized that they caused someone a lot of pain during their time in high school. And once that person actually saw that the person they were bullying left the school, that's when it hit him that, you know what, I'm actually doing something wrong. And we know that when it comes to perpetrators of bullying, that it's something that stems from their environment and possibly their surroundings, their home surroundings as well. But let's take a listen to what Bonganis had to say to me.
I grew up in the streets of Tembisa, and as we all know, Tembisa is one of the roughest or dangerous townships in Gauteng. So I used to bully kids when I was in primary and high school. because of things that I saw on the streets. So I thought that violence was the answer. And what I would experience at home, like I wasn't given the attention that a child deserves, you know. And this bullying thing of mine became worse at high school, because there's a young boy who actually dropped out from school because of me and my actions. So like, as I saw that he dropped out, so I thought that, okay, what if this boy would become our next president, or our next doctor, or become something else, like maybe an influencer in the world who's going to change the world, but he cannot fulfill his dreams because of what I actually did to him.
All right.